Today we're going to be looking at the T2 Pro massage gun from Bob and Brad.
Today we're going to talk about massage guns because they're so very popular, and if you're interested in getting one or maybe getting one for a gift, you really need to know the best things and the best.
Let's take a look. So Bob and Brad have been very kind enough to send me this T2 Pro massage gun to review and test. So one thing early doors that strikes me is the fact that you get a case. Now, some of the massage guns don't even come with a case. There are a lot that do, but I'm really pleased to see that this comes with a case. So this massage gun from Bob and Brad is a heat and cold therapy gun. So it gives you the option between, heat and cold. I've not seen another gun that offers you that as standard, that comes in with the case. There are other brands that will offer you something like a heat attachment, but that's a separate attachment. So some of the stats of this T2 in terms of the amplitude of the gun itself, so how much it protrudes out with the attachment on, is about 10 mil, and this comes with a max force of about 40 pounds of stall force. So another factor to consider here as well is that this is backed up as well by Bob and Brad, who are acclaimed physical therapists. So you have their expertise within the T2 itself. Also as well to note that the battery on here lasts between 2 to 5 hours on a full charge, and it charges within 2 to 3 hours. The sound, and this is one of the things I will say that you don't expect, or when you don't think about when you're owning a gun, is how noisy it is. The decibels of this gun is about 60 or less, so it gives it's quite a quiet sounding gun itself as well. And if you register within the month as well, it gives you 24 months free as a warranty on the gun. Now in the States, the dollar price of this is about 119, and in the UK, I think this sits around about 112 pounds. So what do you get for that cash? So in the box, you get the attachments, you get this heat and cold therapy attachment as well, which is not typical to come as standard within these types of guns. I've not seen a heat and cold attachment come included with a gun before. So for 112 pounds, I actually think this is very good. So this heat and cold attachment has the two functions, acts as hot and cold, and you charge it using this USB type C. So there are two buttons on there, one for cold, one for hot. We can try and press those now. I think this might be charged. I'm not sure if that's something you can hear, but it definitely does make a noise. So if you press it again, I'm guessing it then turns blue, and it should turn cold, which to the touch, it turns cold pretty much instant. So very impressed by that already. As you can feel, my hand is quite warm and it's actually cold. And then you can turn that off, put on the heat attachment. So I'll be interested to see how hot this gets. So from icy cold, it's already been able to warm up. So I'm impressed from the outset that this attachment is actually hot and cold. I can confirm the cold is cold and the hot is hot. In terms of a piece of kit, I'm already impressed by what comes within the box itself, and this attachment is really quite impressive. You get these attachments, so you get this typical kind of softer attachment. I'm not sure what you'd call that one. You then get this more of a bullet attachment, which is really to focus on those points within the tissue, so to really give you that deep feel within the tissue. Also get this kind of more softer ball as well. So again, this is fairly typical attachment that comes within most guns. And of course the the fork attachment. So taking the gun out, taking the massage gun out, there's a really good weight to the massage gun. It's a really nice feel. It's an ergonomic design. There's a soft grip handle on the gun as well. It's reminiscent to me of a hairdryer. It just reminds me of that hairdryer from the 80s and the 90s. You've got the one button here to start it, to turn it on. Press and hold it. Don't know if you can hear that. So it's got 5 levels of force, and 3, 4, 5, and I don't think that's particularly loud. So I'm within an enclosed space, and you know the sound is probably amplified somewhat, and it's still not too loud. To put in an attachment, all you do is you push it in. Make sure that you're really pushing the attachment to really get that feel, because otherwise it will fly off. And again, you just turn that on, press and hold to turn it on, and then there you have your massage gun. And the point of this is you can turn that to hot or cold and kind of use that as well. Number 1 feels pretty strong. 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of speed. I like that because it goes up in increments. So some maybe have 3 or 4. I think with 5, you know, it gives you those smaller increments, so you can kind of really adjust and tailor that feel of the gun to what it is that you're trying to do. So it isn't just either kind of light, medium or heavy. You kind of get those increments, so you can control a lot better, you know, how you want the massage to go. I forgot to mention it comes with a USB Type-C cable as well. And in terms of the charger and how you charge this is through a USB Type-C as well. So again, you know, really easy to use, functionality wise, you know, it fits my USB Type-C as well. So just for that convenience, everything is there. And this really seems to be geared at a convenience. You know, everything is there, one-stop shop, a good gun, all the attachments, a case, and a hot and cold attachment as well. So you may have seen some other guns on the channel that I've used as well. And as a quick sort of overview and comparison, I think that the gun is a lot simpler than some of the other guns that I've used. However, that's not always a bad thing. I think if this is I think this is a really good entry-level gun. This is really simplistic to use. It's ergonomic. It actually feels quite heavy in the hand. You get a case, you get all the attachments, and I really like this cold and hot attachments. This is not standard. That is not a standard thing to come in with this. A lot of companies charge that separately. As an overall package, I think Bob and Brad T2 Hot and Cold I think is a really good entry into the massage guns. I think about £120, £115. I think that's a really competitive price. There are some guns that are around about the same price, but you don't necessarily get everything the same, but they are about the same price. Or some guns are cheaper in price and smaller. So what I'll do is I'll probably do a comparison of kind of some of the massage guns that I have between the pricier and the cheaper price of some of these guns. So all in all, Bob and Brad I think have done a really good job on the massage gun, making it simple to use, making everything in the box is there that you could possibly need. I think they've done a really good job on this piece of kit. So well done to Bob and Brad. So I've been John. This is Stammeron. And of course, please don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.